Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today we're going to discuss passage number 3. Previously, we have done passage number 1 and passage number 2. Passage number 3, once again, is God in Himself. Now, as we discussed previously, first 5 passages talk about God, God's unity, God's unique personality, His unique attributes, his matchless attributes. So, first 5 passages mainly focus on God, His unity, His extraordinary qualities, attributes. So let's go ahead and see what is the translation of this passage. Okay, the translation of the passage is: Among His signs are the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. So first line first, as per our way of understanding the translation first and then going for the theme of it. The very first line talks about Allah's signs. Okay, so the night, day, sun, moon, all these are signs of Allah's presence. All these different things, they do not have any of the power of their own, but they are just mere objects created by Almighty Allah. So what they show is, they show Allah's presence, who is the creator. These are not creators, these are just creation. Okay, and the creator is one and only Almighty Allah. To be precise, you can easily draw the theme. It talks about Allah's unity in the very first place. Secondly, it talks about Allah's mighty creations like sun, the moon. Okay, moreover, Allah has many more mighty creations like the planets are there, stars are there, and then these extraordinary things like night and the day, the way they come after each other. All these different things are creation created by Almighty Allah. They don't have any of their own say. They don't have any of their own power. All they are, basically, they are subjected to Almighty Allah's command. Okay. Okay, going further, obviously, very first line theme is clear. Importance is that all these celestial bodies, all these objects, they're not objects of worship at all, because they are not gods. They are creation created by God, created by Almighty Allah. Okay, so they are not the objects we worship, but they are just objects created for the benefits of mankind. Importance is, from a believer's perspective, first and the most important thing is we need to worship Almighty Allah. We need to have firm faith in unity and oneness of Allah. We need to be thankful towards Almighty Allah for providing us such extraordinary objects which are made for our benefits. Night is to sleep, day is to work, sun is a source of energy, light, heat. Moreover, it becomes a source of growing of food, vegetables, crops. Moon is a sign, is a source of light in the night. Okay. Going further, it says adore, not the sun and the moon. Adoration, love, affection, worship. All these different acts of worship are not supposed to be for these objects created by Almighty Allah, but for the Creator Almighty Allah, who has created these objects for our benefits. Okay, so Allah commands over here that do not adore or worship the sun and the moon, but adore Allah, who created them. So basically, believers are not supposed to worship the created things, but they are supposed to worship the Creator, who has created all those things for the benefits of the believers, for the benefits of the whole humanity actually in the very first place. Okay, so if it is Him you wish to serve, so being Allah's servant, being Allah's slave, it is our utmost duty to worship Almighty Allah, the creator of the universe, the creator of sun, moon, stars, night, day, and all those things which are which are meant to serve the humanity, which are meant to help support the humanity, which are meant to support the life on the very earth. Okay, and as a response, a believer should show thankfulness, gratitude towards Almighty Allah, being the creator of the whole universe. So, as I told you in the last video, it is pretty much easy to draw the theme and importance from the passage itself. Okay, so there is no point of going about memorizing the theme and importance of it. As you know, just using your common sense, your basic understanding about different things, you should be. It's going to be pretty much easy for you to draw the theme and importance of any passage. Okay, it's just that you need to have basic information and common sense, and that's it. You're not supposed to use extraordinary difficult words in your theme and importance. Keep it simple. Keep it pretty much simple. Okay, and whenever there's a need, you can provide a Quranic reference. Okay, like over here talking about Allah's unity, you can say He is Allah, the one, absolute, eternal. It's a reference from Surah Ikhlas. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see what do we have in store in terms of its theme and importance. I've written some kind of a theme and importance for it, just for your support. But basically, you're not supposed to copy that. If you like to copy that, it's really up to you. I've explained to you the theme and importance of it. That is more than enough for you. Okay. Anyways, let's read it out as well. Theme, as I mentioned earlier on, God in Himself talks about Allah's unity. It talks about Allah's mighty creation like the sun, the moon, the day and the night. So all these objects are evidence of Allah's presence. Sun, moon, stars, and other celestial bodies do not have any power of their own, but they are subjected to Allah's command. So if Allah says something, it happens. If Allah says sun to come from the west instead of east, it will do that. It will rise from the west. But if Allah commands it to rise from the east, it will do the same. Okay, so sun or moon or any of the celestial bodies, they don't have any of their own will and wish. They are subjected to Almighty Allah's command only. So all these are evidences and signs of Creator's presence. Okay, Allah commands people to not worship the creation, but the Creator who created them. So that's how pretty much easy to write the theme of it. You only need to understand the translation of it, and that's good enough for you to write the theme and importance of it. Okay, talking about its importance, this passage affirms a believer's faith in Allah's unity and oneness. That is Tawheed. Now, Tawheed is the most recurring theme of Quran. Most repeating. Recurring means repeating theme of Quran. It is mentioned many times in the Quran. Say He is Allah the One. Okay. Then a believer should show gratitude. Gratitude means thankfulness towards Allah. Why? Because Allah has created all those celestial bodies for the benefit of mankind. Right? Sun gives us light and energy. It also is a source of growth of crops, fruits, vegetables. Right? Moon is a source of light and light. Similarly, other heavenly bodies or other celestial bodies do have certain benefits. Okay, most importantly, talking about this passage importance, shirk should never be committed at any cost by worshipping these created bodies. Why? Because shirk is the only unpardonable sin in the sight of Allah. Unpardonable means unforgivable. Okay? So, you can easily see that unity and oneness of Allah is a common theme in the very first 5 passages, which are God in Himself. You should have this thing in your mind. Whenever you see something in front of you which only talks about Allah, just make sure that you write about Tawheed. Okay? And also condemnation of shirk, rejection of shirk is also common in the very first five passages. So these two things, you need to keep in mind in terms of theme and importance. And once you have that, you do not need to worry much about that. Once you have the passage from God himself, write about Tawheed, write about condemnation of rejection of shirk, and that's it. And Allah alone should be worshipped. Okay, so these are very, very common things, a common theme and importance in the very first five passages. Okay, I hope all of you are now quite well versed with these passages, very first three passages. In my upcoming video, I'm going to be talking about passage number 4, which once again is also a theme, theme or passage regarding God and Himself. So till then, take care of yourself. Goodbye.